How's it going? My name is Hoffman.
And I'm Andrew Gibbons.
And we are the product development engineers here at Naish, responsible for the wing and foils.
We're here to tell you a little bit about the hollow board construction.
So our hollow board construction is our new shell composite construction featured on the Chimera Envision and the Odyssey Envisions. It is a full hollow construction featuring like a really thick skin and then a few PVC stringers running from the nose to the tails of the boards and some slices running sideways, giving the board a really hard shell and a really light feel.
So what makes the hollow construction stand out is firstly that it's much lighter than a traditional EPS construction. Across the whole range we see about a 2 kilogram reduction between an EPS and a hollow construction. So that obviously makes the board quite more nimble underneath your feet, feels more like a feather. Another advantage of the hollow construction is that it's much stiffer than an EPS board. So because the shell composite construction allows us to create a thicker layer in the skin, you have a lot more carbon layers creating your structure that you stand on instead of the structure being carbon woven over foam. So the result is a very stiff-like standing area that gives you a direct feedback between your feet and the foil underneath you.
So my first experience on the hollow board was about a year and a bit ago. Immediately when I jumped on the board, I felt like I had more volume under my feet, even though it was the same board that I had been riding in the past. I also felt like when you go into turns, you don't have that initial turn from being on your toes to being on your heels. It just follows you wherever you went. So an immediate feel of like easier up on foil and much easier to redirect, especially in like the super windy conditions. For you, how did you feel when you first got on the hollows?
Obviously, when I picked up the board the first time, the weight was the first apparent difference. However, what I didn't expect was the stiffness I would feel when riding. So the first time I rode it was on a stand-up downwind run, and immediately popping up on the board, I could just feel the amount of control that I had over the foil and over my pop-up. I could redirect the board in different ways and could feel the foil engaging much sooner than I could on an EPS board underneath my feet. Obviously, once I got up on foil, the response between my inputs and the reaction from the foil was much more direct and something that I didn't think I would feel so positively from the hollow construction.
So the first board I tried was a downwind board, and the benefits were kind of intuitive with the swing weight and the lighter feel. Because of the extra length, you have more in front of you, and yeah, it became much more maneuverable. In this construction, we're coming out with 2 models of boards. The Chimera, which is in its 2nd season now, and it's our proven mid-length board for all-around wing, para-wing riding. It's going to be one of the first wing boards in a hollow construction. It has foot strap inserts. It has all the good things about the Chimeras that we know and love, with the added benefits of the hollow construction. And our brand new Odyssey downwind board, which is specifically designed for downwind foiling on the SUP. It's the board Andrew used in the races this year, and we're going to tell you a bit about it.
Even though the Odyssey hasn't been released onto the market yet, I've been riding the shape for the last 6 months or so, and it helped me secure a top 10 position in the Molokai to Oahu World Championship this year. I've been taking it to events with me and showing it around, letting people pick it up and feel it. There's been a lot of intrigue about its lightness and construction, and I'm really excited for you to try it for yourself. So when we started designing the board, we came up with a couple of fundamental requirements. The first one is that we wanted the board to be able to accelerate quickly in open ocean energy, so that way you can get up small foils. The second one is that we wanted to put those features into a package that is small enough to fit in shorter period energy, which you might find on rivers and lakes.
So the 3 main characteristics that helped us achieve this in the Odyssey boards are the rocker line, the triplane bottom, and the tail kick. The rocker that we landed on is flatter to the center 2/3 of the board, while having lift in the nose and the tail, allowing for a lower planing speed while still being able to fit in the shorter period bumps. So the triplane bottom is something we stole from yachting. In the nose of the board, it's a displacement hole, so really round, allowing you to redirect easily, while having a concave to a hard rail, upper rail, which gives the water a place to release. As you move back towards the center, it flattens out a lot, so you have more of a flat bottom and flat chamfers. This helps lower the planing speed. As we move towards the tail of the board, the center plane gets smaller and the side chimes get bigger, pulling the tail into a V, which allows you to lift out of the water very easily. The last feature is the tail lift. It's a large increase in the tail rocker right behind the foil boxes. This allows the board to rock easier and prevents any unwanted tail engagement when getting up on coil.
This initial launch will feature 2 sizes in the Odyssey and 1 in the Chimera, and 7.2 by 90 liter and 7.8 by 110 liter in the Odyssey, and a 6.3 by 88 liter in the Chimera. There will be additional sizes of this launching in spring 2026, and we can't wait to see them on the water with you all riding them.